prevent Professor Davison from learning about the 7th Ivory Key, Dr. Bremer has abducted Sokka, chief of the Hastari tribe. When the Phantom finds Sokka, Dr. Bremer, to avoid discovery as the ringleader, carries out another plan.
Nothing like leaving a clue. Come on. Clue number 2. Comes through this door, we've got him. Through here. See this rope? Controls a trap door on the floor, right here. When the Phantom hits it, he'll drop to the level below.
What's down there?
Just a big surprise for the man that never dies.
Hey, when'd you rig this up?
I didn't. I'm just taking advantage of what the Astera used for the execution of their criminals. Get back in there, boys, and wait. Drake, you go to the entrance. If you see him coming, let us know.
I just had to come here to find out how he is.
Don't worry, Dr. Bremer just left to fix the medicine that should snap him out of it.
He'll have to bring him too. You know, Zarka is the only one who can tell us how to get his Olus.
Yes, I know. But this wait isn't doing him any good. Bremer should be back by now. I'll see what's delaying him.
Go on.
Here, fella. Go find him. Go find Dr. Bremer.
I just saw the Phantom and his dog coming this way. Good. Get back in close.
You stay here, devil.
Get here, you fellas will pay for this. Help!
Start the windlass. Tiger will tear him to pieces. If he gets out of that, I'll say he is immortal.
He seems to be coming out of it. I wish the Phantom had stayed here.
You devil bot. Phantom, come back now.
Phantom's not in sight. There must be something wrong.
Devil say, come with him. You stay, watch Sokka. Me go get warriors. Look for Phantom.
Phantom's dog's leading the watch here.
Make a break for it. I'll meet you later on the trail.
Hey, Scott, wait a minute. Don't bust me up. I gotta look manhandled. Okay, go on, beat it.
Medicine man. You hurt?
Yes, Moku, fight with bad white men.
Where is Phantom?
They did away with him.
You ought to know better, Doctor. I'm the man who never dies. Have you forgotten that?
Why, you startled me.
Looks like they mussed you up a bit.
Yeah. Man, oh man, am I glad to see you.
Now, please hurry and attend to Sarka.
Sarka no need, Doctor. Sarka all well again.
That certainly is good news.
Professor Davison with him.
I'm sure Professor Davison is extremely happy because Sarka may finally put him on the road to Zolos.
My debt to you is still unpaid. What is this information you seek from me?
Professor Davidson here is searching for the lost city of Zolos. He believes that you may be able to tell him how to find it.
Zolos? I remember the name, but vaguely.
Maybe these will help you. Now here are 6 pieces of ivory, more or less keys, which when put together form a map. Now, this is where the 7th key belongs.
Long ago, it seems, I remember of such a rare piece of ivory. Yes, I remember. And it had a green jewel in the center.
Yes, an emerald. Can you tell us where to find it? Think, Sarka. Think.
He who owns this rare piece will never part with it. He is a tyrant to be feared by all men.
Quite a character, isn't he? You aren't referring to Tarta by any chance, are you?
Do not speak lightly of him, Phantom. He is the enemy of all peoples of the jungle.
As far as I'm concerned, that's just a wild rumor. But it's naturally up to you, Professor Davidson, to decide if you want to go on to Tarkar's domain.
Will you stay with the expedition?
Of course.
Then why do we hesitate?
You're right, my dear. After all we've been through, I hate to give up now.
You're right not to give up, Professor. If I could spare the time, I'd go right along with you.
Answer the Tartar's call. Hurry!
What is the charge?
Noble Tar, this miserable creature says he was lost in the jungle and passed through unknowingly. Does it matter what the fool says?
That is for me to decide. You may speak.
Estabedo, Ungabora, Mungo Daigo.
I know you don't understand me any better than I do you. Therefore, I'll have them show you what it means to disobey my orders. Have him executed.
Listen.
What is it?
Sounds like a signal. I'd like a chance to reconnoiter this area before we go any further. Devil, you stay here.
No, you've already taken too many risks for our sake.
Please don't worry, I'll be all right. Moku, make camp here and wait for me. Yes, Master.
What do you make of these warnings? Only that another man is trespassing on Carter's domain. Well, for his sake, I hope he's not headed for this castle. Well, if he doesn't come here on his own accord, the scouts will pick him up and bring him here anyway. Close the portal! Scouts report another man has entered your territory.
Bring him before me as soon as he is captured.
One false move and you're a dead man, Tartar. I wouldn't do that if I were you. My weapon's more powerful than yours. I come in peace. I bear you no evil.
Foolish man. Don't you know I have anyone destroyed who trespasses here?
I'm quite certain that you'll make an exception in my case.
Ha! I admire your courage. Who are you?
I am the Phantom.
Ah, the man who never dies, huh? Why do you come here?
To ask you for that jeweled piece of ivory, the 7th key to the map of Zolos.
I've never even heard of it.
I know you have it in your possession, and I'm willing to pay whatever price you ask.
I don't believe you, Phantom.
You don't seem to have much choice. Now, do we have a deal or not?
I am sorry, but it is you who has no choice. My lieutenants will escort you to the execution chamber. Well done.
Shall we prepare his execution?
Not yet. His friends are near our border awaiting his return. Kirak, take some of your men and escort them here.
Your orders shall be obeyed.
Rava, guard the entrance. Oh, Phantom. I thought you'd like to know your friends will join you soon.
You wouldn't dare touch them. They're not in your domain.
Ha ha ha! You see, unfortunately, my lieutenant is very poor on geography. Why, he can't even remember our border lines.
You can't abduct my friends.
You ought to thank me for delaying your execution until they get here.
What's the meaning of this? What's happened?
The Phantom Master, he attacked me and escaped.
You clumsy fool.
Open the portal. Any sign of the Phantom? No, and it means my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below. the portal.
Can the seventh key be lost forever? Will Tartar take out his wrath on Diana? Don't miss the Fangs of the Beast, the next smashing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Still in their search for the seventh ivory key, the Davidson expedition enters the forbidden domain of Tartar, ruler of Agida. The Phantom tries to bargain with Tartar for the missing segment to the map of Zolos, when suddenly...
What's the meaning of this? What's happened?
The Phantom Master, he attacked me and escaped.
You clumsy fool.
Open the portal. Any sign of the Phantom? No, and it means my neck if he isn't caught. Open up so I can take a look down below. Captain, bring down the portal. Open the portal, quick. Right after, quick.
Let him go. You lost your mind? How do you expect to find him in the jungle from the dead of the night?
Yeah, but you know what the Tartar will do to us when he finds out that we let the Phantom escape.
Did you forget about Carrick, who's on his way to capture Sapphire? Carrick will get the Phantom when he returns to his friends. Come on.
Moko worried. Phantom gone too long.
Probably he and Tartar have struck up a friendship. I bet he got the seventh key from him, and he's halfway to Zolas by now.
I don't know why you take such a nasty attitude. The Phantom's doing all he can to help us. What is it, Devil?
Maybe him smell animal. Moko get water and scare them away.
Tao! Chupapa! Mao! Where are
Get in shadows, away from fire.
Get back in there.
heaven you got here? Where's Diana? There in the tent. Diana. Diana! She was there just a moment ago. You search over there. I'll take a look around on this side. Professor, over here, quick!
Master, bad Totter men come.
Where is she? Where's Diana? There's her hat. Why, she can't be far away.
Maybe they take her to Totter.
I'll try to head them off, but if I can't, I'll follow them back to the castle.
Moko don't like you go back there alone.
Don't worry, Moko. Byron, the man who attacked you is correct. Leader of Tartar's men. Hold him prisoner.
Professor Davison! Devil, him hurt! Him hurt bad.
He's been hit on the head. Seems to be coming out of it, though.
No word of the Phantom yet?
No, Master.
I hope for Rafa's sake that he soon recaptures him.
No sign of the Phantom. I'm dead tired. I can't search for him any longer.
Don't worry. Carrick has nabbed him and his friends by this time. They'll all be here before sunrise.
I hope you're right. I'm afraid to face Tartar and tell him I've failed.
Then I'll be glad to go in with you. Greetings, gentlemen.
Get inside. Close the portal. Tartar will sure be glad to see you again. Master, I have captured the Phantom.
He is a liar. I returned here on my own free will.
If that be the truth, then you're either a fool or a very brave man. Rafa, you know the consequences if you lie. Did you actually capture this man and bring him back here?
No, Master.
Get out of my sight. Tell me, Phantom, why have you come back here?
To suggest an exchange of prisoners. You're holding Miss Palmer, and I've got your lieutenant.
What do you expect to gain by that crazy tale? I'm not in the habit of abducting women.
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Not much you aren't.
Guards, release that girl.
Phantom, please help me.
I'm sorry about this. Believe me, I gave no orders to have this girl captured and brought here.
Then release her at once and let me take her back to her friends.
Just a moment. You said something a while ago about an exchange of prisoners.
That doesn't apply now, since by your own admission, you do not consider this girl a prisoner.
True enough. But you must admit she does make a very fine hostage.
Look, Tartar, I came here originally on a mission of peace. I wanted to make a trade with you for a piece of ivory that meant nothing to you but much to me.
So you said.
Yes, but you refused to believe me. Try to kill me and then send out to kill my friends.
You know my laws. Those who trespass my domain must suffer the consequences.
My only desire is to keep the peace of the jungle. Yours, I believe, to be a just ruler over your own domain.
That's right.
Then why shouldn't we be allies instead of enemies?
Very well, then. You shall stay on here as my guests, not as my prisoners, until Carrack is returned.
That's fair enough. I'll write a note to my friends. They won't release Carrack without it.
Well, how will they know that you actually wrote it?
I'll seal it with my signet ring.
All right. You may write your letter. Guard, bring pen and paper.
Tartar's mad to break the law that protected us all these years. You're right. He makes friends with a few strangers now. Many more may come later.
Maybe he's falling for the charms of that girl.
Too bad. There's nothing we can do. Or is there?
Looks so authentic enough to me. It carries the Phantom's mark.
Yes, his mark, all right. But it could have been put there by someone else.
We'll have to take a chance on that. It's the only way to get Diana back. Carrack will be ready to leave with you presently. Moko, come here, please.
You called Moko?
Yes. Your master wants us to turn our prisoner over to these men. They are going to take him back to where the Phantom and my niece are now waiting.
Moko understand. Phantom's smart. Make Tartar trade prisoner.
I hope the Phantom isn't letting Tartar make a fool of him.
I'll take a chance on the Phantom. You gentlemen go with Moko. He'll turn the prisoner over to you.
This way.
Judging by what you've just told me, the men who are interfering with you and your friends don't want you to reach Zolo's. Very likely they, too, are after the treasure supposed to be hidden there.
But my uncle's not looking for any treasure. He's searching for the lost city in the interests of science and culture.
And I don't think that those men are after any treasure either.
Oh? How do you figure that?
Simply because, instead of trying to keep us from getting it, it would have been smarter for them to let us find it and then take it away.
Is it possible that they have already discovered Zolo's and have found some secret use for the city?
I'm sure you're right. I felt that way about it for a long time.
We have just returned with Kerak.
Good. Bring him in.
I thought you said Kerak was alive. He was when I left him.
He was dead when we found him, and we had to fight to take him away.
That's a lie. Why should I have asked you to send for him if I knew he was dead?
Look at the mark on his chin.
That's the imprint of your ring.
He attacked me and I defended myself. But I know I didn't kill him.
Just the same, I don't propose to exchange a live hostage for a dead one.
Then you don't leave me any choice. Step back, all of you.
Don't be a fool. You may shoot me and some of my men. What do you think will happen to you and the girl when you've run out of bullets?
All right. What's your proposition to let her go?
For the amusement of myself and my men, I would like you to fight my champion, powerful Brutus.
All right, Harder. But on one condition. Win, lose, or draw, this girl goes free.
I agree. I have no interest in her.
And in addition, you will allow the Professor's safari to continue on its way, unmolested.
Agreed. Now, give me your guns. The contest must be fair to both opponents. I give you my word, you'll be treated fairly. Rafa, sound the gong. Summon the guards to the arena. Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Has Byron turned traitor? And will Bremer succeed with his evil plans? Don't fail to see The Road to Zolo's, the next absorbing episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Tartar's men capture Diana and bring her to his castle in the mountains. To gain her freedom, the Phantom agrees to fight Brutus, the savage gorilla.
Comes the Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Bravo! Bravo, Phantom!
Dying. Brutus is dead. He's dead.
I'll talk with you in the throne room, Phantom. Raise the bars. Come.
This will make it possible for you to locate the lost city of Zolo. It's what you came looking for, isn't it?
Yes. You knew all the time that the missing segment was hanging around the gorilla's neck. That's why you asked me to fight him, wasn't it?
Of course. I wanted to make sure you were truly worthy of it. Take it. You won it fairly.
Thank you.
You've kept your word.
Bring sparkling burgundy. We shall toast to the success of your safari. And then we'll toast my new lieutenant, the Phantom.
But you promised to free both of us.
Well, you misunderstood. The Phantom only fought to free you.
That was the understanding, Diana.
I realize now the Phantom fought Carrack fairly. But since Carrack was my best warrior, and as I must replace him, why not with the one who proved himself his superior?
If I can prove that I did not kill Carrack, will you still insist upon my staying here?
Oh, definitely not. In that case, you would be under no obligation to me.
Very well, Tartar. I think I can convince you. One of those three killed him.
You lie. The skull from your signet ring still shows on Carrack's jaw.
I intend to support my accusation by a test, which will compel the guilty man to convict himself.
Proceed with your test, Phantom.
Watch carefully, Tartar. As you see, I put the same amount into each glass. Now select any one of them. You see? It's harmless to the innocent, but it will kill the guilty one. Now let me see you three drink your wine.
You heard. Drink.
I have nothing to fear.
Now you. Now you, Rapper. Drink!
No!
Guard, stop him!
Mercy, Tartar.
Did you show Karak any mercy? You have condemned yourself just as the Phantom predicted. Do your duty!
No! No!
Try this sometime, Tartar. The solution I put in the wine is a great cure for malaria. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, at least you proved your point. Phantom, you came to me as a friend, and I treated you as an enemy. But now, when you leave here, you go as my friend.
At last, Professor, this puts us on the road to Zolas.
We won't have any trouble finding it now, thanks to you.
Well, now that we know where to find the city, how are we going to locate the treasure?
If it's there, we'll probably find it in the catacombs, which are indicated on this map. How long do you figure it will take us to reach Zolas from here?
What do you think, Moko?
When sunrise, we start. When sunset, we there.
That means it'll take a full day. I suggest we start at sunrise.
Well, I guess I can wait a little longer.
One thing I want decided right now, Professor Davidson. How much of the treasure do you intend giving the Phantom?
Any part that he may claim. He deserves the largest share, after all he's gone through for us.
I expected you to say something like that. I know your interest in Zolas is purely scientific, but please understand that I'm in it only for the cash.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want any part of that treasure.
That's very generous of you. And as for you, Byron, understand once and for all that any valuables we may find will have to be turned over to Melville University, which financed this expedition. If the university decides to reward you financially, that'll be all right with me.
Thanks. Well, it's getting late. I think I'll turn in.
There, you see, right out of the catacombs onto the airfield. But we can't start construction on the runway for the planes until we get natives to clear out some of that jungle.
I still think we ought to get started on this ourselves instead of waiting for that day to come.
It's taken us 2 days now to lug all this stuff from the outside in the tunnels and from the tunnels here. We staying underground forever?
Save your breath, Rocco. With this underground layout and the extra tunnels we're pushing through, this will be the greatest arsenal the world's ever known.
Sure it will. If they don't send us an engineer pretty soon, there's liable to be a cave in here. We don't know anything about excavating.
Will you let me worry about that? Just bring the rest of that stuff in here.
Ale muli hali, Julie. Sali tui.
Why should Byron sneak away in the middle of the night? If he wanted to leave us, why didn't he do it openly?
What is it, Moko?
Moko find tracks. Him go trail that way.
I'll bet he's trying to get to Zolas ahead of us. He hopes to lay his hands on that treasure before we even have a look at it.
I'm afraid you're right, Diana.
There's no doubt about it. But I'm afraid Byron didn't figure there may be others there ahead of him.
Who could they be?
Possibly those men who've been trying to stop us from getting to Zolas.
Then what do you think we should do under the circumstances?
I'll try to head off Byron. You follow behind. Moko, you take charge of the safari. Come on, boy.
Hurry up, Moko. Let's get moving.
Moko, make Portis go quick.
Hi. See, it'll be a very short passage. I don't think it'll take much timbering. If we come in there. Well, well, if it isn't good old Byron.
What are you doing here, Dr. Bremer?
Shut the door, Rocco.
Stick around, pal.
Welcome to Zolas, Byron. Come on, sit down. We'll have a chat. Go on, get comfortable.
Professor Safari must have gotten out of Tartar's clutches after all.
Yeah, and I can feel a phantom breathing down my neck again.
Will you two be quiet? Now look, Byron. I want to ask you a few questions.
Well, Devil, Zolas at last. Let's go down and take a look at it, huh?
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was for the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zolas, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Marson, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you. Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Byron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom. You're in the wrong territory, ain't you? Lift his guns. Take care of the man who never dies. Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson.
Come on, we'll
when it's into Bremer.
Will Byron and Bremer now work together? Has Professor Davidson reached his goal at last? Don't miss The Lost City, the next action-packed episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Eager to reach the lost city of Zolos before any of the others, Byron sneaks away from the expedition in the dead of night. The Phantom picks up his trail, which leads directly into Dr. Bremer's hideout.
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was with the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zolas, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Marson, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you. Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Byron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom.
You're in the wrong territory, ain't you?
Lift his guns.
take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson.
Well, Watson's done for.
Give me a hand with Scott. Open that door. Put some slugs in the Phantom and sink faster.
Yeah, that's a good idea. How do you like it down there?
He's got a slug in his chest. The Phantom drilled him. The Phantom? And you let him get away?
We certainly didn't. Marston and I pushed him down that hidden cistern.
Get out there, quick.
Look out, you'll hit Marston.
Give me a hand.
Nice work, fella.
You take care of Marston, I'll get that dog. What's all the shooting about? Get back. The Phantom will drill you.
The Phantom?
Maybe he's run out of ammunition.
Let's close in on him.
Don't be a sap. You stay here and guard this tunnel. Now remember, I'm expecting...
Hey, Doc.
We sure got the Phantom in a pocket. He's trapped in that dead-end tunnel. I thought he drowned in that old cistern. He must have gotten out of that somehow, but he's a sure goner now.
I'll take your word for that when I see it. And anyway, how do I know he won't get away again?
Oh, relax, Doc. If he tries to get out, he runs smack into Long's gun barrel.
All right, I'll take your word for it. Now, Byron, the sooner you get Davidson and his niece into the catacombs, the better it's going to be for you.
Well, the safari can't be far away. I'll have him here before you know it.
Hey, Martian.
You sure you ain't taking a chance trusting that guy?
I am. Greed is stronger than fear in some people. Don't forget, Byron wants to get in on that treasure.
By the way, Doc, where is this buried treasure?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. We've been digging around here for a long time, and so far we've uncovered nothing but a bunch of mummies and skeletons.
I know that, and personally, I think the treasure's just in Byron's mind.
But why keep the professor and his niece around here?
Why? Davidson's a mining engineer as well as an archaeologist.
He is?
Yes, and I'm sure he'll be glad to help us professionally with our excavation, as long as we hold the girl.
That's what I call getting an expert chief.
Now, Morrison, I want you and Chris to act as a reception committee when Byron gets back here with Davidson and Miss Palmer. Treat them very nice. Show them all the sights and then lock them up in the catacombs.
But why keep Byron around here?
We'll disillusion him later. And get rid of Watson's body before Davidson and the girl get here.
The prodigal returns.
Professor, I want to tell you how sorry I am for deserting you the way I did. I'm glad the Phantom made me return.
Well, why didn't he come with you?
He's waiting for us there in the catacombs. Moko, the Phantom says for you and the porters to camp here.
Moko understand. We may camp back in jungle. Wow.
I'll show you the way, Diana.
Here he comes with the old man and the girl.
Yeah. Byron's the kind that would double-cross his own mother, if you paid him for it.
Yeah. Come on.
Here's the main cavern. You know where that is?
Yeah.
There's the tunnel leading off to the right. You got it? Mm-hmm. Put your charge right there, just inside the passage to the gallery overlooking the catacombs.
Well, it worked out all right. Byron's got him on the way to the catacombs now.
Good. If you want me, I'll be with Drake in the gallery above the catacombs.
Well, what do you think of it, Professor?
It's amazing. See, Diana. Here is an influence strikingly similar to my own.
I suppose so. You know, there's something about this place that frightens me.
Nonsense, my dear. It's just the reaction from all the excitement.
I'm sure you'll feel quite differently as soon as you've seen the Phantom.
My. Maze of tunnels.
Where do we go now?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. The catacombs are this way. Well, here we are.
Catacombs.
Only a very small portion of them, my dear.
It's awe-inspiring. Diana, come here and look at these hieroglyphics.
It's interesting, isn't it?
These are entirely different from either the Mayan or Egyptian.
Glad you're here.
Yes, I'm glad I found you, but...
This is even more interesting than I expected.
Yes, Professor, but we have to get out of here right away.
Why? What's the rush?
But after all the trouble that we've gone to get
what
here...
about the treasure we came here to find?
Byron, there's a question I'd like to ask you.
Shut that door and bolt it.
It's certain we can't get out through this door.
Come on, Drake, hurry it up.
Hey, listen, with this kind of stuff, I'm taking my time.
What are we going to do?
I'll take a look up there. I might find a way out.
In the meantime, we'll take a look around here.
Places like these are usually honeycombed with tunnels. We might find one.
Take a look around there, Professor.
Tell them there's no way out up here. But I go back and tell them there's no way out up here.
Any exit up there?
No, I'm afraid not.
That door through the tunnel seems the only way out of here.
And what are we going to do?
Well, nothing to do but wait and see what happens.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about letting me take a shot at him?
Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
Now, we'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an ant crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here?
Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zola's treasure to a university. Get back here, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
Oh, no, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself.
Has Davidson lost out after all he went through? Will Dr. Bremer and his gang of saboteurs now gain control of the jungle? You can't afford to miss Peace in the Jungle, the final episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week. Byron the traitor has lured the Davidson expedition into Bremer's trap in the catacombs of Zolos. The Phantom tries to rescue them.
The Phantom's down there with the rest of them. How about letting me take a shot at him?
Certainly not. Let them all find out there's another exit up here. Hurry up with that charge.
I'm almost ready.
We'll get out of here and let Drake finish his work. And make it good.
I'd like to see an ant crawl through here after the explosion.
By the way, how did you find your way here?
Byron showed us.
He said you were in the catacombs waiting for us, so we came with him.
That's a lie. I never saw him from the time he sneaked away until he came back with you now.
Talking about me won't help you any.
Put down that gun.
I'm working for a man now who isn't going to give all the Zolas treasure to a university. Get back there, you.
You're a fool as well as a traitor.
I tricked you into coming here. I stopped you just long enough so you couldn't get out through that door. And now I'm leaving by a tunnel which I told you wasn't there.
You're crazy, I tell you. The man you're working for will kill you as soon as he's finished using you.
Yes? I'd rather take my chances with him than with you.
No, my dear. The Phantom will take care of himself. Take it easy now. You've been badly hurt.
Hi, fella. You all right, old boy?
It's a wonder both of you weren't killed.
Byron, what happened to him?
I should never have let him come with us on this expedition.
This is no time to think about that now. Let's see what we can do for him.
Completely blocked.
Byron's done for.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is there any chance of us getting out of here?
Never give up hope, Professor. I never do. We'll try and find a way out of here somehow.
Well, I did a great job, Doc, even if I have to admit it myself.
Now, what's so marvelous about blowing up a tunnel?
Well, that isn't what I mean. Besides sealing up Davidson and the girl, I knocked off Byron and the Phantom.
Are you sure, or have you caught the disease called no more phantom?
Oh, stop your clowning, Doc. Why, I saw those two guys buried under tons of rock and dirt they'll never dig themselves out of.
Oh, it's fine, Drake. I'd almost begun to believe that bunk myself about the Phantom being immortal.
What's our next move, Doc?
Well, we have to finish that airfield. But to do that, we need native labor.
Well, the Phantom's fixed it so the natives won't work for us.
That's right. But the new Phantom's going to change things.
The new Phantom?
Well, I had this specially made for the occasion. See, I want the natives to be happy with their Phantom, but this time he's going to be my man. The Phantom's dead. Long live the Phantom. Go ahead, try it on, Chris.
Nice thinking, Doc.
Come in here and see what I discovered. Looks like the corner of an old chest. The explosion must have loosened this block. Let's see if we can get it out. The treasure chest.
Just our luck to find it and then not be able to get out of here with it.
It's empty. Wait a minute.
The mark of the Phantom.
One of my forefathers must have removed whatever treasure there was and left our seal as a receipt.
But why a receipt? The law permits those who find a treasure to keep it.
Yes, I know that. But I'm beginning to suspect that the Tonga treasure which has been put into my custody originally came from here.
That sounds reasonable. Maybe I can substantiate your theory when you show your treasure to me.
By the way, to whom does the treasure belong? You or the natives?
My father turned it over to me with the understanding, however, that I use it only to help the natives.
Speaking of the natives, I wish they were here to help us now.
Yes, so do I.
Well, how do I look? You're his twin.
Here, try this on. Hey, what about the Phantom's trademark?
What do you mean?
The ring, stupid.
Here you are. Catch.
Doc, you've done a wonderful job duplicating the outfit, but Chris's voice doesn't sound any more like the Phantom's than a wolf sounds like a canary bird.
It's all right. I anticipated that difficulty. Rocca and Drake, I'm holding you responsible for Davidson and his niece. Feed them, but don't leave them out of the catacombs. Long, you and Marson come with Chris and me, and don't let yourselves be seen.
I can stand going without food, but I wish they'd give us some water.
And I wish that you had taken my advice and stayed at Tongo instead of disobeying me.
Don't say that. No matter what happens, I'm glad to be here with you. You still think you know a way to get us out of here, don't you?
I do. My plan depends entirely on someone coming down here to see what happened to us.
You mean they left us down here to die?
There's no doubt about it. In case someone should come down here, here's what we'll do.
Now, you both understand what I mean?
Hope they don't grumble about the grub.
And don't forget, be ready with your gun.
Out the door. I got my hands full.
Well, if we'd have known the Phantom was keeping you company, we'd have come sooner.
He's dead.
You don't have to tell me. I'm the one that killed him.
Then at least be decent enough to take the body out of here.
Yes. Get him out of here.
I'll carry him if somebody will help me sling him up.
All right, let's get out of here. Come on, fella. Come on, Devil. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
How bad you hurt? Get the doc, quick. Bremer ain't coming back. Neither am I, if I can get out of this place. Help me. Help me. Oh, I ain't got time to be dragging you around through the jungle. You ain't gone through no jungle.
Phantom, he come. Welcome, Dr. Bremer. Welcome back, Master.
Phantom not well, Moku. Throat very bad. I talk for him, you understand?
What happened, Phantom?
I was flying from Saipan in Thunderbird. My plane caught on fire and crashed in the jungle. The Phantom came there and saved me.
Master, very brave man.
He is indeed, Moku. To rescue me, he had to breathe flames, which burned his throat.
You fix him with white man medicine?
Oh, yes, yes. He'll be all right in a few days. But his voice might not sound quite the same at first.
Moko, very happy Phantom meet you again. Where is Devil and three friends?
Oh, he's with the professor and the others back at Zolas.
We wait here for them?
No, we start back for Tonga tonight. We get many warriors to help them with big diggings.
Can do easy. Suba call all tribes. Get plenty strong men. We go pretty quick.
It's fine, Moku.
Ciao, down, Mahal. Come on. Be down.
Drums say Phantom call all chiefs of all tribes to Tonga. Last time Phantom called, Chota not go. Phantom come to Mala village to make trouble for Chota. This time Chota go to Tonga, make trouble for Phantom. Call all warriors. We go. Hula, hula, kahula. Come, Hola Choto.
Now I understand why Moku and the porters didn't wait for us.
Did the drums tell you that?
They say the Phantom is calling the chiefs of all tribes to Tonga for a council.
How could that be possible?
Very simple. Someone is convinced I'm dead and has taken my place.
But who could that be?
I'm certain it's the man who's behind all our troubles.
Well, then you must get to Tonga at once and assert your right.
Come, let's hurry.
You cannot see Phantom.
That's the third time you've told me that.
Master sick. Cannot talk. You saw Moku. He tell you why Phantom call chiefs.
Now, you seem to forget that the Phantom is my best friend, and I know he'll be glad to see me.
Master say cannot see Rusty now. We'll see after council.
He did, eh?
You wait here with the people. He see you after ceremony.
You bet he'll see me.
Well, I hope Bremer and Chris get away with this.
Here, put your mask on. Well, you certainly look authentic. Might as well get used to this. You're the Phantom from now on.
Master, the chief's very anxious for you to appear.
All right, Suba, I won't keep him any longer. Well, thanks a lot for everything. All right, Phantom, do your stuff. I'll be watching you.
Rudi Foro Tonga?
Wow.
Umbaganda Tonga. We're not very far from the village now. These men will take you there safely. You stay here, Devil. See you later.
Toma.
Chiefs of all the tribes, Suba has told you why the Phantom cannot speak to you today. Your leader's voice is in a state of temporary collapse. I am Dr. Bremer, speaking for your leader these words of wisdom. Listen to them well and obey the orders of the man who never dies. Your leader has just discovered the lost city of Zolas. He wants to rebuild that city. But he needs many warriors to help him clear the jungle.
this is where we came in.
Yeah, and this is where we're getting out.
I don't think so. Come on, Reach. Out this way, both of you. Come on. All right, come on. Come on, get on your feet.
Chiefs, leaders, men of wisdom and knowledge, I've called you here to assure you once more that the peace of the jungle will be kept. I've destroyed all evil forces that have tried to create unrest among you. Their leader here lies defeated. He bears my mark in payment for his treachery. Suba. I want you to remember me always by this token from the Phantom's treasure.
I'll never forget you. But I'm not leaving here. I intend to stay on with Uncle while he continues his work at Zolos.
And don't you dare forget to drop in on Rusty whenever you visit Saipana.